I think we should be okay to go now. Turn it all the way down. Okay, so, as you may know, Doki Doki is a great game. It's going to be blank for a second. Bada bing, bada, Doki Doki Literature Club. Boom, there we go. Now I can see everything. Absolutely everything. I look like I just like woke up or something, but I did, so. I look so tired. Oh my god. Alright. Let's get right into this. So last time, I did have a bit of a technical difficulties. And my entire power for my computer shut off, so I just said, pretty much just said, screw it. We'll finish this at a later date. So let's get right into it. Oh yeah, interesting fact. I know one of the people, well, I met one of the people that helped make this mod. She's on a team with me, which is pretty cool. So, yep, let's get right back into it. I want each of you to choose a poem of yours. We're going to practice reciting them in front of each other. No way! Monica, this is too sudden. Well, if you can't recite your poem in front of the club, how do you expect to do it in front of strangers? Oh no. Don't worry. I'll start off to help everyone feel a little bit more comfortable. Can I go next? Of course. Now let's see. Monica lifts her notebook, just the specific poem she has in mind for herself. She then stands behind the podium. The title of this poem is The Way They Fly. Monica begins reciting her poem. Her clear, confident voice fills the room. More than that, her inflection is pristine. She knows exactly how to apply emotion behind each line she recites, bringing the words to life. Is it something that she's done before? Or is it something unnatural? What? I don't know what I just read, but whatever. I glance around me. Everyone has their eyes on Monika. Sayori looks amazed. Yuri has an intense expression on her face that I don't understand. Finally, Monika finishes the recitation. The four of us applaud. Monika takes a deep breath and smiles. That was so good, Monika. Thank you very much. I was just hoping to set a good example. Are you ready to go next, Sayori? I'll go next. Whoa, Yuri's fired up all of a sudden. Yuri clutches a sheet of paper between her hands and stands up. Keeping her head down, she walks quickly over to the podium. Monika is amazing. I can agree with that, especially without the G. This poem is called... Yuri anxiously glances at each of us. You can do it, Yuri. It's called Afterimage of a Crimson Eye. Yuri's voice shakes as she starts reading the poem. Just a moment ago, she practically refused to do this. Why is she suddenly putting in so much effort? As Yuri gets past the first couple of lines, her voice changes. It's almost like what happens when Yuri gets absorbed into her books. Her quivering words transform into sharp syllables of a fierce and confident woman. The poem is full of twists and turns in its structure that she enunciates with perfect timing. As we a rare glimpse into a whirling fire Yuri keeps concealed inside her head. Suddenly, she's finished. Everyone is stunned. Yuri snaps back to reality and glances around her, as if she was bewildered even herself. It's up to me to save this situation. I'm the first to start applauding. Everyone joins me afterwards. We give Yuri the recognition she deserves. It's not that we didn't want to applaud her, but we were caught so off guard that we must have forgotten. As we applaud, Yuri holds the poem to her chest and rushes back to her seat. Yuri, that was really good. Thank you for sharing. Looks like Yuri is down for the count. Okay, I guess I'm next then. Sayori hops out of her chair and cheerfully walks to the podium. This one's called My Meadow. Sorry, I giggled. Sayori, it's a lot harder than I thought. How did you guys do it so easily? Try not to think of it like you're reciting to other people. Imagine you're reciting it to yourself, like in front of a mirror or in your own head. It's your poem, so it'll come out the best that way. I see. Okay then. Sayori begins her poem. Somehow it feels like her soft voice was made as a perfect match. The poem isn't aimlessly cheery like Sayori is. It's serene and bittersweet. If I were to read this on paper, I probably wouldn't think much of it. But hearing it come from Sayori's voice almost gives it a whole new meaning. Maybe this is what Sayori meant when she said she likes my poems. It's like I get to reach more deeply into someone I thought I knew through her, through and through. Sayori finishes and we applaud. I did it! Good job, Sayori. Even Subaru liked it. I guess that's a good sign. What does that even mean? You came out nicely, Sayori. The atmosphere of the poem fits you really nicely. But it might be that other poems wouldn't work quite as well with that kind of delivery. I don't really understand. In other words, I've seen poems of yours where that sort of gentle delivery would not work as well. They might need a little more force behind them, depending on what you're reading. Oh, I know what you mean. Well, I've been practicing that kind of thing. It's just embarrassing to do in front of everyone. The next time, I'm going to make you pick a poem that challenges you a little bit more. We don't have much time before the festival, you know. Oh, wait. Apologize. Okay. Now who's next? Natsuki? Huh. Don't make me go before Subaru. It's not like I can compare to you guys anyways. Might as well let Subaru lower everyone's standards a little before I have to do it. Natsuki. It's fine, it's fine. Might as well get it over with. But it's not like I have much of a selection of what to read. I'll just go with what I wrote today. I stand up and step in front of the podium. Everyone has their eyes on me. They make me feel terribly awkward. I recite my poem. Since I'm not exactly confident in my own writing, it's hard to put energy into it. Despite that, once I finish, I receive applause anyway. Sorry, I'm not really as good as everyone else. Don't worry about it so much. I think it's less about your abilities and more about your lack of confidence in your writing. That's something that I'll improve over time, though. Yeah, maybe. Alright then. That just leaves you, Natsuki. Yeah. I'm going. Natsuki begrudgingly gets out of her seat and makes her way to the podium. The poem is called... It's called... why are you all looking at me? Because you're presenting. Huh. Anyway, the poem is called Jump. Natsuki takes a breath. Once she starts reciting her poem, her sour attitude disappears a little. While she's still a little unenthused, her poem has a rhythm and rhyme to it. It's Natsuki's trademark style, and it works surprisingly well when it's spoken aloud. The words feel like they bounce up and down, as if giving life to the poem. Natsuki finishes, and everyone applauds. She huffs back to her seat. That wasn't so bad, was it? Easy for you to say. You better not make me do that again. Well... Do you at least feel prepared enough to recite the poem in front of other people? I mean, doing it in front of other people will be way easier. I can put on whatever face I want for other people. But when it's just my friends, it's just... embarrassing. That surprised Natsuki. I think it would be the other way around for me. Oh, that's just how it is, so... Well, I guess in that case, you don't have much to worry about for the festival. That said... Oof. I just oofed. I want to thank everyone for coming through. It might be hard, but I hope you all have an idea of what it's like now. Make sure you pick a poem and get enough practice before the festival, okay? I'll be making pamphlets, so let me know ahead of time what you'll be reciting. Jeez, I should probably find some other poem to recite, too. Alright. That's fine, too. It doesn't have to be your own own. I'm already pleasantly surprised that you're putting in all this effort for the club. Makes me really happy. Yeah, no problem. Okay, everyone. I think that's about it for today. I know the festival's coming up, but let's try to write poems for tomorrow as well. It's been working out really nicely so far, so I'd like to continue that. As for the festival, we'll need planning tomorrow, and then we'll have to have the weekend to prepared. Monday's the big day. I can't wait. I can do this. I can do this. Alright. I stand up. There's no way I'll be able to find the same enthusiasm as Sayori and Monica, but I'll do my best and get through it. If it's for the sake of the club and impressing Monica, then I'll have to do my best. Ready to go, Sayori? Yep. Look at you two. Always going home together like that. It's kind of adorable, isn't it? Jeez, guys. Don't make such a big a deal out of it. Must be a little nice, though. Well, how am I supposed to respond to that? It's okay, Subaru. You don't have to say it. Whatever. Let's go already. I'm like stuttering. I walk home with Sayer once more, even though it's only been a few days. Welcome back, Candy. A lot of things have already happened, and changed, I should say. But today, Sayori is being a little quieter than usual on the way home. Hey, Sayori? Sorry, I was spacing out. Oh, no wonder. I was thinking about something earlier. I like how we get to... Sayori fumbles with her words. So let's just say that one day Yuri asks you to walk home with you. Huh? What would you do? What kind of question is that? Kind of putting me on the spot here. Well... Sayori, you really think I would ditch you for Yuri? Eh, but she's so beautiful and smart. Jeez. I already see her in the club every day. Besides, you always seem to really like going home together. I wouldn't just ruin that for you. You're so silly, Subaru. You think about me too much sometimes. You would deserve it if she wanted it, so... Sayori, I've already made up my mind. I really can't figure it out sometimes. Sorry. Besides, what's the point in speculating something that's never going to happen? The conversation trails off. It's kind of weird thing for Sayori to care about so much. But I want to respect her and keep her happy too. And again, the festival is only a few days away. Who knows what will happen in that time? Boo, boo. Boo, 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 doo 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 doo. I'm just putting random emoticons to stay active. I got you. You don't have to stay active if you don't want to. You're fine. Go! Oh man, lost one here again. Don't worry, I just walked in too. Were we practicing piano again? Yeah. You must have a lot of determination. Starting this club and now picking up the piano. Picking up piano, just like Monica's got them. Monica is Monicles. Bathroom day. Clean everything, including shower. Roger that. Will do. I will get to it when I can. Well, maybe not determined, but I guess passion. Remember, the club wouldn't be here if it wasn't for all of you. And I'm super happy that you're all willing to help out for the festival too. I can't wait for the festival. It's gonna be great. Weren't you complaining about it yesterday though? Well, yeah. I'm not talking about our part of the festival, but it's a whole day of school where we get to play and eat all kinds of delicious food. You sound a bit like Sayori all of a sudden. Monica, do they usually have fried squid? Squid? It's a pretty specific thing to look forward to. Oh, come on. Are you saying you don't like squid? You, of all people? I didn't say I don't like it. Besides, what do you mean by you of all people? Because it's right in your name. Monica. That's not how you say my name at all. Also, that joke makes no sense in translation. Never mind. Let's just focus on our own event for now, okay? Fine, fine. Stop it. Reactions aren't as fun as Yuri's and Sayori's anyway. Excuse me? Where's Sayori anyway? Oh, there you are. Sayori's sitting at a desk in the corner of the room, looking down at nothing. I'll walk over to her. Hey, Sayori? I whip my hand in front of her face. You're spacing out again. Sorry. Don't mind me. And go talk to everyone else. Huh? Is everything alright? Of course. Wouldn't it be? It just feels like you're a little off. Sorry for assuming things. Jeez, you worry too much about me. I'm fine, see? Sayori shows me a big smile. Don't let me distract you from having fun with everyone. Well, alright. If you say so. I weirdly glance at Sayori before turning back towards everyone else. But the conversation is already dispersed, and everyone back to their usual activities. Hey, Epic! Welcome back. I literally said I would do that thing, and I forgot. I'm so sorry. I feel bad now. Here. This is what we'll do. Let me get on my YouTube on my phone real quick. So we can... Yeah, a little oof, you're right. I was like, I'll do it, and then I forgot. I'm so sorry. Oh no. There we go. Okay. I've got it up. I'll look at it. Not now, but later. It's on my phone, so I will look at it and comment for you. Like I promised last time. Maybe I should ask Monica if she noticed anything about Sayori recently. Since they've been preparing for the festival, they must be spending a lot of time together. I timidly approach Monica, who is shuffling through some papers at her desk. Subaru, what's up? Hey, this might sound a little strange, but have you noticed anything up with Sayori recently? Anything up with her? What way do you mean? Maybe I'm reading into this a little too much, but she seems a bit downcast today. Oh, you think so? I can't say I've noticed anything about her. Monica appears across the room at Sayori, who is idly driving a rubber eraser up and down her desk. Maybe there's something on her mind, but I'm surprised I'm not the one asking you, Subaru. You certainly know her a lot better than I do. Yeah, but she's never really like this. She's always talked to me about things that bothered her. But this time when I asked her, she was really dismissive. Sorry, I know it's not your problem. I just wanted to ask to see if you knew anything, so I'll drop it now. No. It's important to me too. I mean, I'm also friends with her, and I also care about the well-being of my club members, you know? Maybe I'll try to talk to her myself. Trying to talk to her myself. Ugh. No, Sayori's not gonna hang around in this mod. It's the Purist mod, okay? It's not gonna happen. At all. You understand? I hope you do. I don't know why I'm getting so close to the camera, but I am. Are you sure about that? She seems like she wanted to be left alone. Are you sure? Maybe she just has a hard time bringing it up with a person of interest. Person of interest? What do you mean by that? I'm saying that maybe the thing on her mind is you, Subaru. Me? How on earth would you come to that conclusion? Well, I probably shouldn't say too much, but Sayori talks about you more than anything else, you know? She's been so much happier ever since you joined the club. It's like an extra light was turned on inside of her. What? No way. Sayori's always like that. She's always been full of sunshine. It's not any different now than it always has been. You're so funny, Subaru. Have you ever thought that maybe you've always seen her as so cheerful? Because that's just how she is when she's around you? I said too much. I'm sorry. What do I know anyway? I didn't mean to jump to conclusions, so you should just forget about what I said. I try to talk to her, so try not to think about it for now. Alright. Monica smiles meaningfully. Ooh-wee. I know she said to forget about it, but I already know that I won't be able to get her words out of my head. Monica stands up from her desk and walks across the room to where Sayori is sitting. I watch her kneel down next to Sayori and gently talk to her, but she's keeping her voice so quiet that I can't hear her from here. I sigh and sit myself down. I know Sayori told me not to worry about her and to have fun with everyone else, but that's impossible to do when she's behaving like this. Exactly how much do I care about her that I'm letting this weigh me down so much? Now it feels like I'm the one behaving out of the ordinary, but there's nothing I can do besides wait for Monica. Okay, everyone. After time passes, Monica calls out to the club room. Why don't we share poems now? Before I know it, everything is back to normal. Everyone goes to retrieve their poems, and I do the same. I make eye contact with Monica, and she smiles at me. I wonder what she was talking about with Sayori. Boom, boom, ba-doom, ba-doom, ba-doom. Hi, Subaru. Have you thought about what you wanted to submit to perform at the festival? Well, being in this club is one thing, but performing in front of a bunch of people, I'll have to give it some more thought. Okay, no pressure. But whatever you do, I'm sure it'll turn out great. It would also make me happy to see... Anyway, let's take a look at today's poem. Sure. I let Monica take my poem in. I'm Getting tongue-tied sucks. You know I'm not gonna lie. I wish I would not be tongue-tied today. Okay, let's get back to it. I let Monica take the poem I'm holding in my hands. It's kind of funny. How so? No, not the poem. I mean, it's funny how your poem and Sayori's poems have been getting more and more similar to each other every day. I'm surprised you're so in sync with her. Then again, you've been spending a lot of time together lately, haven't you? I guess you could say that. Although we kind of grew up as best friends, I haven't been seeing as much of her this past year. But since you joined the club, we've been spending a lot of time together again. I see. That reminds me. About how Sayori's been a little bit off today. Yeah? Did she tell you something? Well... Subaru, you haven't been flirting with her, have you? Of course not. I've been treating her like I always do. Alright? Just making sure. I know how much you care about her. It'd be terrible if something bad happened to her, so keep an eye on her. Sayori's been acting so much happier ever since you joined the club. What could have happened all of a sudden? Well, never mind. This really isn't the time to be talking about this. Anyway, I'll share my poem with you right now, alright? Alright. The lady who knows everything. The whole tale tells a lady who wanders the earth, blah 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 blah, meaning, purpose, blah blah blah. I am not your legend. Your legend does not exist. And with a breath, she blows me back afloat, and I pick up a gust of wind. Cool. You know, I feel like learning and looking for answers are the sorts of things that give life meaning. Not to get too philosophical or anything, but it was kind of on my mind, so that's what I wrote about. I see. I never really put much thought into it. In a way, it's almost paradoxical, because if we had all the answers, wouldn't the world start to lose its meaning? You know, there's one thing I noticed. It seems like everyone in the club prefers writing about things that are more sad than happy. Are you surprised? I mean, if everything was okay, we wouldn't really have anything to write about, would we? Humans aren't two-dimensional creatures. I think you'd know that better than anyone. You mean one-dimensional. Yeah, that. Anyway. Here's Monica's writing tip of the day. Are you ever too shy to share your writing because you're afraid it's not that good? It can be really disheartening to go get a lukewarm response to something you put so much time into. But you're all good. I'm not worried about it. But if you find other people who enjoy writing, then sharing poems becomes a lot easier. I don't know why I said poems. That doesn't... Because instead of just telling you that your writing is good or okay or bad, they'll want to focus more on everything that went into it and the things you can work on. It's much more encouraging that way, and it will make you want to continue improving. It's almost like having your own literature club, don't you think? That's my advice for today. Thanks for listening. No problem, Monica. Going through the normal routine. This is your best one so far. It's really nice, Subaru. Thanks. Sorry, you've been a little quiet today. Is everything alright? Of course. Everything is fine. Maybe I'm just a little tired today. Do you want to nap or something? No, that's silly. Don't worry about me, okay? I only want to see smiles on your face. Well, alright. Hey, Subaru? I'm still a little surprised. I really thought you would try writing your poem like the way Yuri does. Or even Natsuki. But in the end, yeah. I guess you're the one who likes this one the most. Why? You don't want to get closer with everyone else? Wait, of course I do, but that doesn't mean I need to try so hard to impress them. I still understand you the most, Sayori. I know you have to sometimes put up with me, and have to sometimes put up with you, but we have a wavelength or something, and this is how the poem came out. Sometimes it feels like you're the only exciting thing in my life. So sometimes it's just easier to write when thinking about you. Sayori? No. Subaru, I don't deserve this. You're too nice to me. Why are you doing this? Sayori has trouble keeping her voice steady all of a sudden. If you had fun with everyone else instead, this would be so much easier. Sayori? I glance around the room to make sure nobody has noticed this. Sayori, I probably never said this before, but I don't understand what you're feeling right now. Tell me what will cheer you up. Sayori shakes her head. She sniffles and keeps shaking her head. Finally, she gathers herself and puts on a smile. It's nothing, Subaru. It's just a little rain cloud. I'm sorry you had to see that. I promise it won't happen again. Just smiles from everyone, okay? That's all that matters. Go play with everyone else. I'm gonna go home a little bit early today. Sayori, tell Monica I wasn't feeling well, okay? I'll see you tomorrow. I think she's going to commit die. She probably won't. Before I can say anything else, Sayori cheerfully walks out of the classroom, humming to herself. Whom shall I show my poem to next? We're going down what I normally do. This one's alright. Alright? Well, yeah. About as good as yesterday's anyway. I see where you're going for, but it's just not really my style. I mean, that's fine. I'm mostly just glad that you're trying a little bit. Well, of course I'm at least trying. Why are you so emotionally invested in my poems anyway? Is that more of a compliment to me? No, gross. It's not like I care. It's just that one of us in the club has to make sure you're not slacking off. Really? Well, what if you end up just scaring me away? That's, it's not like you would actually do that. Yeah, you're right. It's kind of fun to hang out here. Even if I have to put up with you. Natsuki's elbow connects with my stomach. Oh, maybe I won't mind scaring you away after all. I was just joking. Oh, I know. Don't worry, I was too. How the hell did you call that a joke? That seriously hurt. Well, maybe that was funny to her. I guess that's kind of the point. I should really just watch my mouth around Natsuki. Anyway, Natsuki holds her poem out to me like nothing ever happened. I'll be your beach. Your mind is full of troubles and fears that diminished your wonder over the years. But today I have a special place. A beach for us to go. A shore reach beyond your sight. A sea that sparkles with brilliant light. The walls in your mind will melt away before the sunny glow. I'll be the beach that washes your worries away. I'll be the beach that you daydream about each day. I'll be the beach that makes your heart leap in a way you thought had left you long ago. Let's bury your heavy thoughts in a pile of sand, bathe in sunbeams, and hold my hand. Wash your insecurities in the salty sea, and let me see you shine. Let's leave your memories in a footprint trail. Set you free in my windy sail. And remember, the reasons you're wonderful. When you're depressed, when you press your lips to mine, I'll be the beach that washes your worries away. I'll be the beach that you daydream about each day. I'll be the beach that makes your heart leap. In a way you thought I had left you long ago. But if you let me by your side, your own beach, your own escape, you'll learn to love yourself again. Yeah, I felt like I kept writing about negative things, so I wanted to write something with a nice message for once. Besides, the beach is awesome. Kinda hard to write anything negative about the beach. So we decided to write about the beach first and then came up with the message later. Yeah, well, it's only because of what happened yesterday. I mean, after Yuri and I realized we wrote about the same thing, she wanted to pick a topic and have us both write about it, or whatever. You can really see her doing that, too. Make us write about a simple topic, then trying to impress me by coming up with something all fancy. Well, it's not like I care. I just did it anyway. I mean, I guess mine ended up being kind of metaphorical, too. But there's nothing wrong with doing that once in a while. At the very least, it was good practice. Where'd it go? Maybe if I right-click. That's the problem. Well done, Subaru. You've definitely improved your writing over the course of these few days. Has my advice been helpful to you? Yeah, definitely. I'm glad. Sharing a writing like this, it's a lot more fun and rewarding than anticipated. I need to remember to thank Monica. I think we all felt a little awkward at first, but now it seems like everyone is enjoying the sharing their writing, and seeing what others think. I guess I can't really disagree. I was afraid this whole thing would be a chore, but it's a great way for me to spend some personal time with all the girls in the club. But it's been fun getting to know everyone and their writing, and I guess doing some writing myself. Well, have you learned anything about yourself, Subaru? Well, you know, I like to say that writing is a very personal way to get in touch with yourself. In the end, it doesn't matter if you're a good writer or a bad writer. Hi. Hi, Jacob. And even my opinions are just opinions, you know. As always, I believe what's most important is exploring and discovering yourself. That's comforting. I'm kind of afraid of disappointing you in some way or another. Why me? Well, you're always so sophisticated with your writing, and have the most advice to share. Is that so? Oh, hi, Carly. I just realized that's who that was. Oh my god, I'm so sorry. Yuri thinks for a minute. That must be terrible. For me to have become someone whose opinion is fearsome? How unlikable of me. Yuri, it's not as bad as you're making it sound in your head. I just mean that I respect your opinion. I see. I'm sorry that I always overthink and come to those sort of conclusions. I'm just a little too used to it. Overthinking? Being disliked. Yuri, what am I saying? I'm sorry. I didn't mean to bring that up. Let's move on. Alright. Do you want to share your poem now? Okay. Here. Beach, a marvel, millions of years in the making, where the womb of Earth, chaotically, meets the surface. I don't really want to read this one. I've read this one on the last stream, and I kind of just want to not. So I'm not going to. I know the beach is kind of an inane thing to write about, but I did my best to make it take a metaphorical approach to it. Yeah, Natsuki already told me about it. She did? She didn't say anything weird, did she? She just wanted us to write about the same topic again. I'm supposed to better compare the differences in our writing styles, or thought processes. Anyway, it was her idea. Knowing her, it's no surprise that she'd want to do something like that. She's probably just wants to show off. It's not like I have a particular interest in her writing style. I just went with her request. But, well, I suppose it's not so bad to write about something simple on the occasion. It could be refreshing, you know. It's good for me to calm my thoughts once in a while. Yeah, I think I agree. Thanks for sharing. Why beach? Because beaches are lit, that is true. Okay, you three. We're all done sharing poems, right? Why don't we start figuring out... Hold on a second. Is it just me, or did you say something strange just now? Something did sound a bit unusual. That's right. You deviated from your usual catchphrase when addressing the club. Catchphrase? I don't have a catchphrase. Jeez. Why is the mood so weird today? Look, even Yuri's immune to it. Stagnating air is common foreshadowing that something terrible is about to happen. In your books, maybe. Look, the only difference is that Sayori isn't here. It seems you're right. Sayori always helps lighten the mood a little bit, doesn't she? Oh my lord, excuse me. Forgive me. It's almost like everyone's balance is thrown off a little when she's not around. Where did she run off to, anyway? I thought she just went to pee. Natsuki, please show some decency. Oh, come on! She actually wasn't feeling too well and went home early. Is that so? I hope she's alright. Seriously? Of all times to not go home with her, you picked the time she's not feeling well. So much for you two being all lovey-dovey. No. First of all, stop misunderstanding my friendship with Sayori. And second, she's kind of been avoiding me today, so I didn't want to force it. Oh. I hear this expression coming from Yuri, of all people. Calm down, guys. I talked to her earlier, and everything is fine. What did she say? Anyway, we need to figure out the rest of the festival preparations. So, let's decide what everyone will be doing this weekend. I already know what I'm doing. That's right. Natsuki will be making cupcakes. I won't... Yep. Blah, 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 blah. But we might need a lot of them, and different flavors. Can you handle that all by yourself, Natsuki? Challenge accepted. And as for myself, I'm going to be printing and assembling all the poetry pamphlets, so you'll be helping me design them. As for Yuri, you can, guys, can you help me come up with something for Yuri? I'm useless. No, that's not it at all. You're the most talented person here, you know. Now Natsuki's pouting too. Jeez, even I can tell now. I guess I never gave Sayori enough credit, but I can tell things are even harder on you when she's not around. That may be the case. But if I can't also be a leader on my own, then I won't grow as a person. So, Yuri, you have beautiful handwriting, you know? So you should make some banners and decorations to help set up the atmosphere. Atmosphere? About that, I love atmosphere. Yuri's expression slightly changes as she stares at her desk in focus and starts nodding to herself. Your mind is already racing, I see. That's great. You'll be a wonderful help, Yuri. But, anyway. That just leaves you, Subaru. The one who is truly useless. Don't say that. In fact, both Natsuki and Yuri have some pretty heavy tasks to handle. You'll probably go a long way to help give one of them a hand. You can always help me out as well. I would be really appreciative of that. Is Monica suggesting I spend the weekend with one of my club members? How on earth are they going to respond to a suggestion like that? I suppose I wouldn't mind a bit of help. Well, even if you don't know how to bake, there's always some dirty work I can give you. It's not like Monica's going to give me a choice, but and you shouldn't be sitting on your butt anyway. Natsuki tries to mumble a bunch of excuses like that. If I recall, Natsuki, you mentioned that you would like to handle the baking on your own. Subaru may not like to be around if you only make him out to be a nuisance. So therefore, he made me more suited to assisting with the decorations. Hold on, I never said that. How hard could it be to make a few decorations anyway? So it's more like you're just making excuses for Subaru to... What are you saying? It'll be extremely meticulous work. And baking isn't? Just what do you think? Guys, let's settle down for a moment. In the end, I think it's up to Subaru to decide how he'd like to contribute. Besides, he hasn't really gotten a chance to spend any time with me yet, you know? So I'm sure he's interested in... You literally just said... I'm surprised as well. Sorry. I was just saying, though. Jeez. Can we just settle this already? Yeah. Subaru, you're okay with this, right? In the end, it's up to you. Of course. Huh. Very well. In that case, everyone look straight at me. I mean, if it's going to be anyone, then I prefer helping Sayori. I mean, we're already neighbors and... But Monika said that Sayori was helping her. Jeez. Do you really hate us that much? No. Sorry, I didn't mean for this to be so difficult. Just think of the club, okay? Ah, that's the wrong person. Fudge! I wanted Monika. Darn it. Are you serious? Why would you... Natsuki... I could just back out and speed it all the way up to here. I think I'm going to do that, actually. Yeah, we're going to do that. Just give me a second. I want to go back all the way. I'll go really quickly. I'll fast forward it all the way to that point. Boop, boop, boop. I'm sorry, forgive me. I'm being very indecisive today. Again, for all those who helped make this, I appreciate it. So far, I'm loving the mod. Okay, control. Now we just sit here and wait. So how's everybody doing today? Hope everybody's having a great day. No. There we go. I need 2 before I do this. Music. Childhood. No! One more. Okay. Okay. I'm sorry guys. No, everybody's leaving me. I'm sad. I just need to get to the point of choosing. That's it. Almost there. Cool. Well, I guess I should probably be helping Monika. Yay, you picked me. Hold on one second. Yeah? Come on. Natsuki or Yuri. The two broads that always go at it. I figured that was going to happen, but I was hoping not because of the mod. But they broke my neck. That's what that is. Okay. Let's do Yuri then. Me? Are you serious? Why would you... Natsuki? I can already tell you're about to say something mean. No, I was just... So we'll be able to be helping Yuri then, Subaru. Yeah, that's what I'm going to do. I'm glad. I have a bit of a habit of overthinking these sort of things. So I think your senses will be very useful. Give me a second. I gotta do something. Ow! You couldn't be unplugged for now. I need my light on. As well as this closed because I forgot to do that beforehand. Okay. So I think your assistance will be very useful. Oof. Big oof. Okay. That's great to hear. Natsuki will be able to handle biking by yourself. I mean, yeah, I already said I would be fine. Okay, okay. Everyone can tell that Natsuki is feeling a little sour. So, is that everything we need to go over? Yeah, that should be about it. Are you guys excited? Well, excited may not be the right word, but I suppose I'm looking forward to it a little bit. Do you feel the same way, Subaru? Me? I guess you could say I'm interested to see how it'll turn out. That's good enough for me. What about you, Natsuki? Natsuki? What? Why is everyone yelling at me? I didn't even do anything. No, that's not what I meant at all. You're anxiously glancing between everyone in the room. I'm sorry for this. I don't really know why Subaru picked me. And also, your cupcakes are the best cupcakes I've ever had. They go really well with my tea. And nothing that I do for the event will compare to that. So, I get it. I get it. I'm kind of surprised though. Why? Well, I'm the one acting immature. I already know that. But you're trying to cheer me up all of a sudden. I know I'm not very good at it. I'm sorry if I said something bad. Natsuki isn't the only one surprised. Monica and I are also taken back by Yuri's words. But she's already had trouble with her words. Trying to cheer someone up must be far out of her own comfort zone. But I begin to understand. Yuri was trying to sound like Sayori. Even if it didn't work perfectly, I could tell that she tried to say something Sayori would say at a time like this. Because Sayori always helps everyone smile and feel good about themselves. No, I kind of appreciate it. I'm sorry for making a big deal out of nothing. But I'm going to say this. You better bet that my cupcakes are going to be the best part of the whole event. I believe you. Yeah, I hope to see everyone do their best. But with that, there's nothing more for today. So I guess it's time for us to head out. Alright, let's get out of here then. Everyone picks up the things. I start to follow Monica and Natsuki out the door as they chat between each other. I turn around. Sorry, I realize that I don't have any way of contacting you this weekend. Oh, you're right. I can believe that slipped my mind. Should I give you my phone number? I think that would be the best way, yes. Alright then. Yuri and I exchange phone numbers. Okay, then I'll be stopping by your house on Sunday. My house? Is that a problem? No, not at all. I just thought that I would be the one going to your house since I'm the one helping you out. I suppose that makes sense, but if you don't mind, I think I'd prefer going to your house. Alright, in that case, it won't be a problem. I decided not to press Yuri for a reason. It's like it should matter much either way, so I'll just need to make sure that my room is clean. Oh, you're fine. Don't worry. I hope I managed to make myself useful in some way. I'm not nearly as creative as you are. Don't underestimate yourself, Subaru. I think that you'll make a very protected team. Even if you only choose me because you felt bad or something. Wait, you don't actually think that, do you? I don't know. It's difficult to come up with any other reason you may have chosen me. You're forgetting the one reason with the most common sense. I chose to help you because that's what I wanted to do. But Yuri thinks to herself with an extremely tense expression. Yuri, you're overthinking this. You wanted me to point out when you're overthinking, right? I didn't realize. I'm telling you, I want to. That's all there is to it. Do you believe me? Yuri thinks really hard again. She looks straight into my eyes for a long while. I believe you. So there won't just be Monica in this mod. No, it won't just be Monica. Like the previous mod. I haven't finished that one yet, but we will continue that one. I promise. I believe you. As if I took her tremendous effort, Yuri finally says that and relaxes her expression. And I'm really looking forward to Sunday. Yeah? I am too. After exchange, I'm going to go out the door, and Yuri follows. I can't believe this. Yuri's going to be coming to my house on Sunday. Even though I would have preferred to do this with Sayori, my anxiety still shoots through the roof. I guess I've gotten pretty used to handling her at this point. But who knows? What might end up happening when we're outside of school? Ugh. She even told me she was looking forward to it. I shake my head. Why do I feel so nervous that Sayori finds out about this? It's not like we feel that way about each other. Besides, like Monica said, this is about the club. I have nothing to worry about. If I just go with it, then I'll have a good time. It's Saturday. No! No! I've been getting increasingly anxious about Yuri's upcoming visit. What time is it? It's 4:08. I started this at 2 something. I keep telling myself that there's no reason to be nervous, but it doesn't help much. Yuri's clearly an introvert and also an intimate person in general. There's no doubt that she'll open up a little bit when it's just the two of us. Meanwhile, we've even been texting occasionally. She was extremely apprehensive at first, but it wasn't long before I was already learning more about her. But putting Yuri aside, I haven't heard a thing from Sayori since she left the club earlier the other day. It's not like we text each other all the time, or anything, but I've been worried about her in the back of my mind. Between what Sayori said and what Monica said, is it really okay for me to put Sayori's feelings aside when she might need me? I decided to visit Sayori before Yuri comes over. Rather than asking, I simply tell her I'm coming over, much like we've done in the past. Once I reach Sayori's house, I knock on the door before entering myself. Again, we used to play so often that we've made it a habit of simply entering each other's house. Like we're family. The house is quiet. Sayori isn't anywhere on the first floor, so I assume she's up in her room. It's already strange of her not to run down and greet me. I head up to her bedroom, where I finally find her. Sayori? Hi, Subaru. I sit down in her room. Oh my god. I'm sorry. Sayori forces a smile, but it's easy to tell that she's different. There's a minute of silence between us. You haven't come over like this in a long time, have you? I guess you're right. It has been a long time. Not much really has changed, has it? Sayori's room is as messy as it has always been. I also recognize the same stuffed animals and wall decorations that she had for years now. There's stuff right here, and there's an entire month marked out. Calendar. Let's see. 1, 2, 2. See, that's January, February, March, April, May, June, July, August. August 3rd, maybe, is what that says? I don't know. If you came over often, it wouldn't be such a mess. That's because I end up cleaning it up for you. How come you suddenly wanted to come over today? Aren't you supposed to see Yuri today? Yeah, but... Wait, how did you know that? So you already left by the time we decided that last meeting. Monica told me. It's only natural for her to keep me informed about the festival preparations, right? That's true. But what about you? Are you going to be helping Monica today? Of course. But I'm just helping her online. We didn't plan to meet up or anything. So it's just me and Yuri then. Yep. There's more silence between us. Sayori stares in a random direction. Everything about her behavior is really uncharacteristic. I finally get to the point. I just wanted to see how you were doing. After you left on Friday, when something's wrong, you can't hide it from me. I know you too well. So, Sayori smiles, shaking her head. That's no good, Subaru. Why can't it just be like it's always been? This is all my fault. If I didn't get so weak and accidentally express my feelings, if I didn't make that stupid mistake, then you wouldn't have been worried about me at all. You wouldn't have come here. You wouldn't have even been thinking about me right now. But this is just my punishment, isn't it? I'm getting punished for being so selfish. I think that's why the world decided to have you come over today. It just wants to torture me. Sayori? I grab Sayori by the shoulders. What on earth are you saying? Are you listening to yourself right now? I know something happened to you. There's no explanation for you to be like this. So tell me already. Until I know, I won't be able to stop thinking about it. Sayori gives me an empty smile. You would put me on a trap, Subaru. But you're wrong. Nothing happened to me. I've always been like this. You're just seeing it for the first time. Seeing what? What are you talking about, Sayori? You're really just gonna make me say it, aren't you, Subaru? I guess I have no choice this time. The thing is, I've had really bad depression all my life. Did you know that? Why do you think I'm late to school every day? Because most days I can't even find a reason to get out of bed. What reason is there to do anything when I fully know how worthless I am? Why go to school? Why eat? Why make friends? Why make other people put their energy and caring to waste by having them spend it on me? That's what it feels like. That's why I just want to make everyone happy, without anyone worrying about me. I can't even figure out how to respond. How is it possible that Sayori kept this from me the entire time that I've known her? Did she really want so badly for me to just not think about her? Why, Sayori? Why is it you've never told me about this? It almost feels like I've been betrayed as your close friend. Because if I knew, I would have done everything I could to support you. Even if there's only so much that I can do. I would have tried a little bit harder to make every day a little bit better for you. That's why I'm your friend. All you had to do was tell me. You don't understand at all, Subaru. Why do you think I didn't tell you? Because if I told you, then you would have had to waste effort caring about me instead of doing important things. I don't want to be cared about. It's bittersweet when people try to care about me. It feels nice sometimes, but it also feels like a bat being swung against my head. That's why I wanted so badly for you to make friends with everyone else. Helping everyone be happy together is the best thing for me. But then I discovered something else too. Seeing you make friends and get closer with everyone in the club, it feels like a spear going through my heart. So that's why I decided the world just wants to torture me. Every path leads to nothing but hurt. You're right that I don't understand. I don't understand your feelings at all, Sayori. But I don't need to understand. Whatever it takes for me to help you stop hurting, that's what I'll do. No, Subaru. There's nothing. Nothing at all. The only thing that could have helped is if everything could be like it always was. But I was selfish. I finally showed you that what a horrible person I am. Tears streaked Sayori's face. I made you join the literature club because I was selfish. And I was punished by my heart hurting in a way that I couldn't understand. And now you came here and I made you hurt too. I'm just weak and selfish. That's all I am. And that's why I'm going to accept these punishments. Because I deserve every last one. Without thinking, I once again grab Sayori's shoulders. This time, I pull her into a tight embrace. Subaru? Sayori, I don't care if you feel selfish. I'm really happy that you convinced me to join the club. Seeing you every day makes it worthwhile enough. If I make friends with everyone else, then that's just a bonus. But please, never underestimate how much I care about you. I wouldn't have it any other way. Subaru. Sayori's not hugging me back. Despite my arms being wrapped around her, Sayori's arms remain at her side. She starts sobbing next to my ear. No, don't do this to me. Please don't do this. Subaru, Sayori barely manages to speak between her sobs. I don't know if I'm doing the right thing, but all I want is for her to know that I care. If you have it in you to call yourself selfish, then you have to let me be selfish too. No matter what it takes, I'll figure out what needs to change. I'll make these feelings go away. If there's anything that you need me to do, then you'd better tell me. I'll get mad if you don't. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. Gently, Sayori finally puts her arms around me in return. I don't know anything. It's all really scary. I don't understand my feelings, Subaru. The only time I'm not feeling nothing is when I'm feeling pain. But your hugs are so warm. And that's really scary too. Sayori lets me go. As she does so, I let her go as well. The festival is tomorrow. Yeah. It's going to be fun, right? Yeah. How would you like for me to spend it all with you? It's what I want. I promise. I think that would be nice then. Yeah? Sayori wipes her eyes. If I could spend the whole day with her, I would. Of all days, this has to be one where I have other plans. Maybe I should cancel. No, don't. Please don't. If you did that, then I really wouldn't forgive you. But it's almost time for Yuri to meet me at my house. At the very least, do you want to come along and help out? It would be fun. To my surprise, Sayori shakes her head. I'm sorry. I don't know if that would be very good for me today. You understand, right? It's kind of hard for me to fully understand. But I'm trying my hardest. It's okay. Don't worry too much about it. I'll see you tomorrow, okay? Alright. I look forward to it. Subaru, wait. As I'm about to leave, she calls out to me. Her voice shows how conflicted she is. Please don't go. I'm so scared, but I don't want things to change. I don't want to lose you, but I don't want you to be part of this. I don't want you to waste your time. Sayori! I look into her eyes and smile to reassure her that I'm here to stay. Even my brain needs time to realize that Sayori, my closest friend, has been keeping something like this from me all these years. I know that is no reason to shut myself in my room. Maybe if I stay with her for a while, I can process the information better. You don't need to worry. Let's take things slow. Subaru? I don't know how to react, but I don't know much about depression, but I do know you're my best friend. What kind of lousy friend would I be if I left you now? Ugh. So she casts her eyes downward and looks back up at me with a brave face. I can see she's trying to hold back her tears. I then instinctively wrap my arms around her. I feel her warmth as she starts crying up to my chest. For some unknown reason, I feel like I need to suppress the urge to cry myself. I stay strong for her sake, but if I'm honest, I'm more than a little scared. 2 minutes later, Sayori is still crying into my chest. She hasn't said a single word. Why are you crying? I should have stayed quiet. The things are going to be different between us forever. The struggle in her mind is written all over her face. I realize I can't leave her like this, even if I don't know what to do. If nothing else, at least I can act as a shoulder for her to cry on. I don't know, but I think you're wrong. Wrong? Even if I knew you were depressed, I would still be friends with you. Why? I don't know the answer myself. I just blurted my statement out without thinking. For a few minutes, we simply stand there, locked in an embrace, neither of us say a word. The only thing we can hear are our own breaths. And at times, I think I can even hear somebody's heartbeat. I can't say for sure whether it's mine or Sayori's. Hundreds of thoughts rush through my head as I try to fully grasp the situation. Don't you trust me, Sayori? Sayori slowly nods. You are my best friend. I trust you more than anyone. Still, I don't know why. I only get more scared when I think about the fact that you mean so much to me. I shook her hair. You're my best friend too. I won't give up on you, ever. Even if I'm confused, I know those words are genuine. I'm sorry for being such a mess. Don't apologize for it. Things are going to get better from now on. Huh? I want to help you, Sayori. Sayori suddenly turns toward me. Subaru, no! Please don't waste your time and energy on me. But Sayori, I smile confidently and look deep into her eyes. I don't consider being with you a waste of my time. Never did, never will. But why? We've been friends our whole lives. This isn't something I'll just let you go through alone. Despite my words, Sayori's expression doesn't seem to change. She sighs. You can't help me. You don't understand. Depression isn't just the same as being sad. Maybe I can, maybe I can't. But I want to try. My words seem to reach her. I see her lips move in search of a counter-argument. I realize this is my chance. Before she can retort, I go in for the decisive blow. You're right. I know nothing about depression. I don't know what's best for you, and that scares me. But that's no reason for me to give up on you. Just trust me, okay? Sayori looks at me, almost like she wants to find a piece of doubt in me. Then suddenly, the ghost of a smile appears on her face. Okay. A fraction of a smile that I know and love returns to Sayori's face. From now on, we'll do this together. Even if I know nothing about depression, I promise myself I will help you, Sayori. She's always been there for me whenever I was sad, never showing how damaged she really is up until now. Even if I lack knowledge, I'm determined to help her. The festival is tomorrow. Yeah? Just then, an eye hits me. How about we prepare for it together? I want to prepare for it together with you. I want that too, but I don't want to be selfish. It's not selfish if both of us want it. Even if I'm too embarrassed to admit it, I genuinely want to spend more time with her. Even if it's just a way to cope with what she's told me. It's almost like I think I can process the information better. If I assure myself that things are still mostly the same as they were before, she's still my best friend, my only friend. That hasn't changed. I don't think that'll ever change. Ironically enough, now that I know she's depressed, I want to spend more time with her than ever before. Alright, you have a point. But didn't you have other plans? I shake my head. No. Even if I did, I'm sure that others would understand. Besides, I feel like I have to be here for her right now. I try my best to attempt to give her a reassuring smile. Though, with my current mindset, it probably makes me look like some monster taken out of a horror novel. It's all good. Let's do this like we always have, Sayori. Alright. Even if she still looks upset, I feel as if she's calmed down, even if just a little. Maybe it's just my imagination. Maybe it's just me feeling relieved that she doesn't ask me to leave. We work together on her poem until late in the evening. While she's busy writing, I quickly send Monica a text explaining what we have to change. That we have to change some of the plans. She quickly replies that she understands the situation and will take care of the rest. Over the course of the evening, I see occasional flashes of Sayori's old personality, but I don't know if they are genuine or her trying to put up a facade for my sake. Finally, we work ourselves to exhaustion, and it's only when both of our stomachs rumble that I realize how many hours we spent writing her poem. I decide to make her some dinner despite her complaints. This is delicious, Subaru. I haven't eaten food this good in forever. I'm glad you like it. I try my best. As I made dinner for her, I noticed how almost all the food she had was either fast food or instant noodles. Come to think of it, this is something that I've always noticed her serve me when I visited her in the past. Now I understand it was likely because of her depression. She's probably not able to try to learn new dishes. Regardless, Sayori enjoys my food, wolfing it down. I almost worry it'll get stuck in her throat. Subaru, are you feeling alright? Sayori noticed I haven't even touched my plate despite my hunger. In a desperate attempt to cover up my concern for her, I fake a yawn. Yes, I'm fine. I guess I'm just tired. If you want to, you can go home. I can finish the poem myself. No, I'm staying. It's fun to be with you. Fun? She laughs bitterly. I enjoy this. Just sitting down and writing poems with you. It's kind of fun, don't you think? Thanks for the compliment. We eat in silence. I realize how much I valued these days, when there was no drama between us. I regret not spending more time with her over the last few years. Maybe if I did, things wouldn't have turned out this way. Maybe I could have done something to help her. If only I'd picked up on the signs. How could I have not noticed how often she was late to school? Or how she often wore the same clothes for weeks? Or how she always let others make decisions for her? Don't blame yourself. I throw her a confused gaze. It's written all over your face. You probably blame yourself for not being there for me, right? Am I that easy to read? Sayori smiles. It's not like you could have done anything. I shake my head. I don't want to believe that. Even if it's true, then you can't seriously think this'll end well for you if you try to deal with it alone. Sayori's left speechless for my remark. Depression or not, I still care about you. You're one of the few people I can say for the sure I trust. I don't deserve this. What are you talking about? Of course you do. Everyone deserves someone who cares about them. That's not what I meant. I don't deserve to be cared about. To have someone who wastes their efforts on me. I don't want to be to burden someone. Least of all you, Sayori. You were never a burden on me. And you won't be. But you asked why you should make friends. When you realize how worthless you are. But aren't we friends? Yes. When you call yourself worthless, how do you think I feel? Of course, it makes you feel bad, which is why I never talk about it. But if you're miserable, I want to help you get out of said misery. Then I'm technically doing it for myself and not for you. Yes, but what are you getting at here? If anything bad were to happen to you, I wouldn't be able to recover. I don't want you to be indebted to me. I want to help you because it's also would help me. You would do that for me? Why? Because you're worth a lot more, Sayori. You want me to be happy, and I want you to be happy. I don't know what would make you happy, or what would make you realize how much you're worth, both to me and to others, but I know what would make me happy. Well, what could that be? It's to spend more time with you and make you smile. Sayori looks shocked. You've always made me feel happy, because you've always accepted me with open arms. Plus, you're the only girl who I can call my friend, and I'm glad to be able to say that. What I'm saying is that I don't want to lose you. I want to help you. That'll make me happy. Subaru, thank you. I'm I'm lucky to have a friend like you, Subaru. It feels good to know someone who cares about and appreciates me. You're the one who makes me feel that way each day. Even though she smiles and her cheeks redden, I feel an awkward silence falling over the room. It's late. I think we should call it a day. I feel very tired and I need to think. She throws a reassuring smile at me. Don't worry about me, though. I won't give up, even if it's just for your sake. Thank you. I appreciate that. We say goodbye for the day. Just before I leave, I hear her whisper something inaudible behind my back. That night, I find myself unable to fall asleep for a long time. My brain keeps replaying our conversation. Can I really do anything to help her? Tomorrow is the day of the festival. Sari will probably feel awkward. After our conversation, I should go check up on her as soon as I wake up. After all, that's what she would do for me if she was in my position. At long last, I feel my eyelids getting heavy. The last thing I see before falling asleep is a memory of Sari smiling at me. I refuse to believe that her smile was a fake all this time. It's the day of the festival. Of all the days, I expected this to be something I could be excited for. However, I barely slept last night, for many reasons other than excitement. With what we had talked about yesterday in my mind, I take out my phone and call Sari's number, but she isn't answering. A sudden fear takes over me. What if she, before I can finish my thoughts, my phone rings. I try to answer it, but my palms are sweaty from the sudden surge of stress, so I drop my phone on the ground. I see she's calling me. I quickly dive down to the ground and swipe my fingers across the screen to answer. Subaru? Her voice is unnaturally hoarse. I either woke her up, or she didn't sleep at all, and has been up all night. I decided to indirectly ask her. Sorry, did I wake you? No, I've been up for a while. Her voice takes on an unnaturally cheery tone. Something's not right here. Don't worry about me. Her laugh sounds forced. Something is clearly wrong here. Sari? What? The sudden fear grips me. Oh my god. I realize I have to distract her somehow before things get out of control. She clearly sounds upset, and from now how tired she sounds, I assume she didn't sleep at all. There's no knowing what she'll do to herself if I hang up on her like this. I called because I wanted to meet up before the festival. We always go to school together, so how about I come over and make you breakfast? She says nothing, but I hear a sigh on the other end. I promised we'd go to the festival together. Is this because of what I told you yesterday? Is that why you're suddenly acting this way? No, that's not it. I want to spend time with you before the festival. I mean, I woke up so early. There isn't much for me to do to pass the time except maybe watching anime. You told me you didn't want me to turn into a NEET, didn't you? Sari laughs bitterly at the other end of the phone. You're right. You're absolutely right. And since you're my only friend, I guess I have nobody else to socialize with. It's either you or anime. I get what you mean. She pauses out, and I hear the sound of a door opening, followed by the thud of something heavy hitting the ground, and the closing of the door. Alright, when can you come over? I'm on my way now. Okay, I'll go get ready for the day. I'll leave the door unlocked for you. Hang up, and run out the door as fast as my legs can take me. I don't even care about closing my door, or to bother looking at the road. My heart threatening to smash my chest. I make a beeline for her house, and I feel black dots clouding my vision by the time I arrive. Panting heavily, I open the door. She really did leave it unlocked. As soon as I enter, I hear the sound of a shout running. Remembering the sounds I heard just before the call ended, I rush up to her room. I've watched too much anime to know where this could potentially lead. However, I don't care. I think back. I heard the sound of a door opening. Judging by the sound I heard afterwards, it had to be a room with a wooden floor. That would mean I mentally ask her to forgive me before opening her closet and run my hands down the mountain of unorganized clothes. Perhaps the sound was just my imagination. For a few minutes, I feel nothing as I dig deeper and deeper into the pile. I'm about to give up, and my hand suddenly feels something hard and uneven underneath them. I dig it up, and my eyes widen as I find myself holding a long, tight rope. Does she mean to? Before I can even finish my thoughts, I take the rope in both hands, dash across the room, before throwing the rope out the window. Just as I think it's over, though the sound of running water suddenly stops, I realize I'm scared if Sarah finds me loitering in her room. I quickly cover my deed and rush out the room. I then begin preparing breakfast for the two of us, while silently promising myself that I'll make sure today is going to be enjoyable for her. We just teleported. Boom! Okay. So it looks like the MC is taking it up to himself. And I think we've done pretty well so far. Be sure, if you guys have enjoyed so far, leave a like, subscribe, all of that. If you have already done it, don't worry about it then. Just thank you guys for watching. I appreciate it, once again. Jeez, took you long enough. We were honestly getting worried you'd never show up. Alright, looks like everyone's finally here. Seems like the two of us were the last ones to arrive. Thankfully enough, the actual event hasn't started yet. Sorry, I kind of forgot to write my poem during the weekend. Well, is it ready now? Oh, come on, Sayori. Will you at least try to take this seriously? So you cast her eyes downward. This looks bad. Natsuki doesn't know the reason for why Sayori was unable to write. I did promise Sayori to keep her conditions secret. I cast a quick glance towards Sayori, whose smile is slowly fading. At this rate, she might start crying. Worst case scenario, her secret might be revealed. On the other hand, I know Sayori is strong enough to endure it. Might make them suspicious if I suddenly act out of character. Speak up or have faith in Sayori's resilience, and remain silent. Ooh. I shake my head and look at Natsuki dead in the eyes. Stop it, Natsuki. Sayori's not in fault here. Subaru? I quickly throw Sayori a stern look at her, tell her just to play along. She nods and I can briefly see the gratitude in her eyes. The reason we were late was because Sayori had to help me write my poem. What? You didn't even write one either? Not either. Sayori did write a poem. She had one ready since Friday. I nudged her with my shoulder and I winked at her. Of course she would lie to keep me from appearing in a bad light. I see. Subaru, why? I told you not to tell them. I shrugged. I have a conscience too, you know. I can't let my friend take the fall for me. It's about time I started taking responsibility for my actions. I see. I'm sorry. Sayori smiles a radiant smile. Oh no, harm done. I shouldn't have lied in the first place. Natsuki shoots me a frustrated glare. And you, stop being lazy and contribute if you're in the club. Or did you just join it because there were a ton of cute girls here? Jeez. Natsuki figured it out. Oh god. Natsuki turns her heel and leaves while muttering something inaudible. Anyway. May I see the poem? Oh, yes, of course. Here you go. She hands Monica the envelope containing the poem. You two writing a poem together. Aren't you two cute? Oh, what? I know Sayori's cheeks taking on a rosy sheen. That's odd, however. Is that for some reason my face feels very hot? And for a few seconds I feel slightly lightheaded. We're not, Why would you say that? Hey, I know more than you think. Having said that, Monica opens the envelope and leaves us alone. I don't even need to look in Sayori's direction to know she's looking at me. I turn my head and our eyes meet. Sorry. I don't know where Monica got that idea from. We'd be kinda cute together, though, don't you think? Even though I say it as a joke, my words make me feel weird. Sayori laughs nervously. I feel oddly disheartened. And that's why I promise I'll stop joking around for the rest of the day. Haha. No, I appreciate it. What time is it for me? It's only 4:42. I'm on the east coast of America, so... She sighs and sits down on an empty table. The fact that you even joke about it is funny. I sit down next to her and take her left hand into my right hand. Her hands are small, warm, and clammy. I'm sorry. I didn't mean it like that, Sayori. If the joke was a joke for any reason, it was that the idea of me finding a girlfriend is downright hilarious. Don't say that. I'm sure you'd find an amazing girl who would love you one day. Unless you become a NEET, that is. I promise, once things are settled down, I'll help you find someone. I want you to be happy. You deserve it so much. You also deserve happiness, Sayori. Sayori smiles a sad smile. The others will get suspicious if we just sit here. Let's go and be useful to them so they leave us alone. Okay. I go over her hand and we join the others in preparation for the festival event. As I work on hanging up the decorations, I can't help but notice that I'm strangely distracted. I don't know why, but I can't shake this feeling of unnecessarily uncertainty that has taken over me. Even so, I know I don't have time to think about it too much right now. Before I know it, it's time for the festival. It seems like we attracted quite a crowd. I notice I'm slightly anxious as I step out and sit next to Sayori. I throw a quick look at her face and see a nervous smile, yet gentle smile. The whole room is silent, with the exception of a few whispers from the audience. Before long, Monica's voice breaks the silence. Okay, everyone. It's time to rate our poems. We'll start by having the members of our literature club read their wonderful selections first. She turns it to Sayori. If you wouldn't mind, could you go first, Sayori? Right. I'll try my best. Give a warm applause to the vice president of our club. As soon as applause ends, Sayori steps up the podium and reads her poem aloud. No advertising your stuff. Oh my god. You're fired. The poem she chose is the one that I've never read before. White Lily. Alright, here we go. Someplace far away, in a wasteland where no man has gone before, in a land where rain and sun conflict lies at the core, in a land ruled by the rainbows, a single white lily grows, selfishly dreaming to spread joy, even if it meant her devastation, a small price to pay. When the Mr. Sun visits her, she opens her petals and smiles at the cheery day. When Mr. Raincloud comes to play, she closes her petals, wishing she could be several miles away. Even if Raincloud tempts her and wants her to be her friend, his false kindness only makes her rattled. The lily wants no temptation. What she dreams for is a peaceful end. Once a rainbow took the shape of a dark-robed man. As he brandished his scythe, he heard the lily's sobs. To pluck the lily and end her was his plan, yet he couldn't bear the weight of stopping her heart throbs. And so he sat with her, hearing her story out, sweet words of comfort escaping his mouth. Though she starts off slow due to her anxiety, she quickly becomes more and more confident as the poem goes on. When she's done, she bows gracefully as a few members of the audience clap. This is bad. Sayori's performance was excellent, and yet she doesn't receive enough recognition from the crowd. I jump up and whistle before yelling bravo at the top of my lungs. This seems to catch the crowd's attention, though it might just be because they're staring at a guy who's making himself look like a fool. As I start clapping, the other members of the literature club begin clapping harder as well. Give her a warm applause, everyone. The crowd eventually goes into peer pressure and starts clapping louder and louder. Sayori blushes slightly and steps down to the sound of the crowd cheering. Even if she says nothing, I can tell she is feeling grateful for me stepping in. Thank you for your great poem, Sayori. Next up is... Before Monica finishes, Yuri runs up to the podium, tightly clutching her poem and avoiding eye contact with the audience. She then reads her poem aloud. Yuri's performance was splendid. It showed me a side of her that I've never seen before. No sooner than had she started reading her poem, that her voice became filled with confidence, like she owned the room. She was met with even louder cheers than Sayori's performance did. Soon after, she was followed by Monica and Natsuki. Even before they started reading, it was clear Monica was the highlight of the show. She was met with deafening cheers, even before she read her poem, which turned out to be an amazing piece of work. Finally, it was my turn. As the only guy in the literature club, I felt pressured to put on a good show. It's only when I look at the crowd I notice most of the audience are guys from my year. They look at me with like I'm a weirdo. Sup? I hear a few guys from the class whispering amongst themselves. I know the rumors will be inevitable. Part of me wants to just step down and leave. It'd be less of an embarrassment to me if I did. However, just as I start hesitating, I hear a girl's voice cheering me on. I look down and see Sayori smiling at me. You can do this, Subaru. I believe in you. I have to do this for her. I have to put on a good performance. Not to please them, but to make her happy. I take a deep breath to swallow my anxiety and read my poem. It's of questionable quality compared to the rest, and I'm met with the coldest reception of the entire club. Barely when anyone applauds me, and I hear one or two guys booing me. They tell me to stop writing since my poem is terrible. Even though I'm used to being treated like a joke by my classmates, hearing them insult me like this hurts me a little more than usual. Give him a warm round of applause, everyone. He did great. Not even Monica can convince the crowd to give me as much as a single clap in my direction. Just then, I hear someone clapping out loudly. I turn my head to see Sayori. Sayori. You did so great, Subaru. I'm proud of you. What is she doing? Sayori turns around to face the crowd. If not for Subaru, I wouldn't have been able to read my poem. It'd never been finished. Subaru's a great person and friend. He chose to help me with my poem, even if it meant his would be have glaring flaws. Sayori brings me a bright smile before facing the crowd again. So please, give him credit where credit is due. I hear the crowd muttering amongst themselves again. Before I know it, a few of them start clapping. After a few seconds, the whole audience, with the exception of a few people, applaud me. I look at Sayori, who blushes slightly. What is this that I feel? It's like my entire body is heating up to painful levels. I can't take this. I feel more embarrassed than I've ever been in my life. I need to get out of here. Before anyone can stop me, I take my awful poem and dash out of the room. My performance was a complete disaster. I don't remember the last time I was this embarrassed in my entire life. I made a fool of myself. The literature club and messed up in front of Sayori. This sucks. I feel like punching the wall in frustration. Of all the days when I wanted to impress her. Of all the days when I didn't want to look like a big dork in front of Sayori. Of course, I had to mess up today. On top of that, my classmates saw me screw up. I'm sure this is going to have consequences for me. I start walking aimlessly down the corridor, keeping my head low and my hands in my pockets. A pleasant smell of various food stands invades my nostrils, but I don't feel tempted to stop and check them out. I just want to get out of here, go home and forget about screwing up like this. My phone vibrates as I walk. For a second, I stop to check it. I see that Sayori sent me a message. Can't say that. She probably panics. She's probably panicking right now. But I feel I can't go back. Everyone will just point at me and laugh. I put the phone in my pocket and start walking faster than before. Just then, I hear the sound of someone running behind me. I don't care to look over my shoulder and start running as well. I soon see the door to the schoolyard in front of me. At this rate, Ow! crash into the sign of one of the food stands and collapse on the floor like a down tree. Great. Just great. As I slowly open my eyes, I look up to see the faces of several second-year students. I can tell they're trying really hard to suppress their laughter. Suddenly, one of them leaps out of the way, and I see a familiar face look down on me with a concerned look on her face. Sayori. Subaru, are you alright? That looked like it really hurt. She reaches out to me. Hey, gotcha. I take her hand and get up. I then glance at the small crowd of students who had gathered around me. Show's over. Let me through. The crowd slowly disperses, while I hear them muttering something about me being a clumsy idiot. Still feeling a little dizzy, I look over to Sayori. Ran too fast. I tried to warn you not to run like that. Her voice is filled with genuine concern. It makes me feel guilty that I made her worry like that. I'm sorry. If I had been a little louder, then maybe I wouldn't have crashed like that. No. I'm sorry. For running away from the event like that. I'm sure that others must be furious with me, especially Natsuki. Before I know it, she wraps her arms around me and hugs me tightly. Don't worry about it. I'm sure they understand that. Before she can continue, some female students pass by us, wolf whistle us, calling us a dorky couple. We break up apart, and I feel my cheeks redden from embarrassment. I feel tempted to correct them that we're not a couple, but I know that I'll only make things worse. Let's just these guys. My head hurts. Alright. The cheery voice that I've known all these years returns. Oh, I know. A great place where we can get... They won't disturb us. I try to walk, but it feels like the whole room is spinning. As a result, I'm forced to lean on her for support as she leads the way to the schoolyard. Sarah leads me to the bench located in a remote part of the schoolyard. I look around and notice there are very few students present. As soon as I sit down, Sarah runs her fingers along my forehead to look for bruises. I'm fine, Sarah. Don't worry about me. You know I'll always worry. Anyway, it doesn't look like you've hurt yourself too bad. She breathes a sigh of relief and sits down next to me. I feel her staring at me. I soon turn my eyes towards her, gazing into her eyes. Neither of us speak a word for a while. All I can hear is the chatter of students and rustle of the leaves in the wind. Two new thoughts run through my head. Soon enough, Sarah becomes self-conscious from my gaze and looks down, blushing lightly. I respond by looking down as well. Sorry. About what? I don't know. I guess I made you uncomfortable. Don't worry about it. I think it's fun spending time with you. Sarah's smile fades all of a sudden. I wish things would go back to how they were before. Before I realize what I'm doing, I put my left arm around her shoulder. An awkward tension arises between us, but Sarah doesn't push me away. Instead, I see a weak, hollow smirk forming on her lips. I don't want that. Sarah looks at me again, saying nothing. We can never go back to how things were before, but we can make new happy memories together. As long as we stick together, we'll find a way. Sarah tries to say something, but shakes her head and sighs. Then, all of a sudden, she starts laughing. Oh, come on. What I'm saying isn't that ridiculous. Sarah shakes her head. Sorry, I didn't mean it that way. It's just... seeing you so optimistic, trying to cheer me up, it feels so surreal. Oh, come on. Am I usually that negative? She chuckles again. Thank you, Subaru. You somehow know how to make me feel appreciated. Ditto, Sayori. Ditto! Wah! Sorry. Freaking Pokemon. Her laughter dies down and her face takes a serious look. I notice her moving a little closer to me. Sayori? Yes? Do you trust me? I do. Good. Because I want you to trust me. Trust me that I want to help you. I spent a lot of time thinking last night. I pull her a little closer. She doesn't resist. I want you to be happy. She shakes her head and looks away. Please, I don't... I'm not done. I take a deep breath and gather my courage. She needs to know. I don't want you to deal with this alone, but that's not my only reason. I want to spend more time with you. After a long pause, Sayori's eyes become filled with tears, and she rests her head on my shoulder. I guess I'm selfish or something, but I feel the same way. What? She wipes her tears away, and continues in a slightly dazed tone. It'd make me happy if I could be with you more often. I feel my cheeks redden. Upon realizing that what she's just said, she blushes as well. Wait, I didn't mean like that. Yeah, I know. You're... She lowers her voice down to whisper. You're the one I trust enough to tell about any of this. I take a moment to process what she just told me. I have one question, Sayori. Why me? She purses her lips and tries to find an answer, but ends up shaking her head. I don't know. I just feel like, deep down, you won't take advantage of me. And the way you always make me smile, even when I'm sad, even when I feel like I'm worthless. I notice her voice breaking. Quick look at her face to see tears forming around her eyes. I brush away her tears, giving her a reassuring smile. The tension between us is making it hard for me to breathe. Don't worry. Please continue. I'm here for you, Sayori. If it helps, you make me feel the same way. I trust you because you're the only person who doesn't think of me as a joke. That's why I think I can help you. Since without you always cheering me up, I'd probably feel like worthless as well. Can I ask a selfish request of you? Of course. She pauses as if looking for the right words. I don't rush her. I give her all the time she needs. Is it okay if you and I were to do more together? I mean, I understand if you have better things to do. I want that too. Great. She hesitates for a moment. If you want to ask the others, then that's fine too. No, I want to spend more time with you only. It'd make me happy. Okay. If you say it'll make you happy, then I believe you. No sooner does she finish saying that, then she lets out a loud yawn. I look at her and notice that a bag's under her eyes. Sorry, how much did you sleep last night? I got enough sleep. How much exactly? Okay. I know it's no use lying to you. I couldn't sleep. I was afraid of what it'd mean for me now that I've told you about my condition. How about this then? We can already start spending more time together, but only after you've rested. It's no use. I only feel the rain clouds going away when I'm with you. Since then, I know this isn't a dream. I can just wake up to find that I've lost you. Hi, Harper. I didn't know how to say your first name. First part of the name. Sorry. I smile bitterly. Okay then. You can rest here. Use me as a pillow. Before she can protest, I scoot closer and pat my lap. So you knows I won't back down. Only if you promise me one thing. Your wish is my command. She laughs dryly. Don't disappear while I sleep. Please don't be a dream. I promise you, Sayori. I'll be here when you wake up. And when you do, I'll take you someplace fun. That'd be great. Yeah. Sayori's eyes can no longer hide her fatigue. After Pinky swearing to her that I won't go away, she smiles and lies down on my lap. 5 minutes later, she falls asleep. I look at her for a while. She looks different when she's sleeping. Her face is even more gentle and peaceful. I take off my jacket and carefully cover her with it to prevent her from getting cold while she sleeps. I then look up at the sky and silently promise myself that I won't let her down. Ever. Just as I'm about to take my phone out of my jacket pocket, I see it vibrate. I check to see that Monica sent me a message, wondering if I'm alright after it ran out like that. I text her that I felt like the stress was too much for me and I wanted just some fresh air. To which she merely responded that I should spend the rest of the day to relax and enjoy myself. I don't reply. I'll hold off on enjoying myself until Sayori wakes up. Right now, she needs rest, and I promised her I wouldn't leave. As I look down on Sayori's sleeping face, I tell myself that our story begins now. 5 hours have passed. Jeez, I could not sit there for 5 hours. Since Sayori fell asleep. The festival's coming to a close, and I'm starting to feel numb from sitting like a statue in the cold wind. The smell of food is torturing my hungry stomach. But despite my discomfort, I haven't stood up once. I promised I'd wait for Sayori. I would make good on that promise. Besides, while waiting for her, I got a lot of time to think about our situation. I read all sorts of online articles about depression as well. That should suffice. I soon hear a low murmur from my side, and I look down to see Sayori slowly opening her eyes. Morning, or, well, good afternoon, I guess. Upon seeing me, she breathes out a reassuring sigh. You're still here. I decide to humor her. Sorry, if you were expecting someone better. She laughs, then notices that I put my jacket over her to keep her from getting cold. Don't say that. You're better than anyone I know. I'm sorry. I made you wait so long. Don't worry about it. Was your nap good? She nods. How long was I asleep? 5 hours. And you sat here this entire time. I pat her head and stroke her hair to the side. It's not like I had anything better to do. Besides, it felt good to be useful to someone for once. I realize this is getting awkward again. Maybe a joke would lighten the mood. That, and what guy wouldn't want a cute girl resting on him? You think I'm cute? Nope. That only made awkwardness increase tenfold. Despite me having lost any kind of feeling on my face a few hours ago, I feel my cheeks flare out. Anyway, why don't we get going? She does me a perplexed look. Did you forget? I told you I'd take you someplace nice when you woke up. You're paying now. I waited for so long that I think I'll faint from hunger soon. Fair enough. Sayori yawns and rubs her eyes again. That was the most comfortable nap I've ever had. I'm glad to hear that, Sayori. She hums as she returns my jacket to me and gets up. I try to get up and only to find out my legs have fallen asleep due to her resting her head on my knees while she slept. Sayori notices this. It's quick to let me help a hand, and for the second time today, I lean on her for support as well. Oof. Neither of us says anything for a while, though I occasionally hear her low humming sounds coming from her. When we stop near the road to wait for the cars to pass by, I look into her eyes and see that they're all filled with more vitality than ever. Just how many demons does she keep inside herself? So as the sun began to set, we found a nice little cafe on the side, not too far away from our homes. Cafe Memoria. Cool. Nice name. We sit down on an empty table once we're inside. Sayori seems to have cheered up compared to how she was yesterday. Wow. I'm honestly surprised, Subaru. About what? I didn't know there was such a nice cafe here, near where we live. It's funny, I walk past here every time we go home from school, but I never even bothered to look. I shrug and laugh sheepishly. I found it by accident one day. I was bored, hungry, and didn't want to bother making food. So I overheard some girls at school mention some really cheap cafe near where I live. Sayori cast her eyes downward. Oh, is that so? Is something the matter? She shakes her head and returns to her role to cheer herself. Nope, not at all. I'm just thinking about what to order here. What are you in the mood for? I feel you. As I'm streaming, I have three devices on, creating heat. Not to mention a closet full of technology with like freaking internet crap, as well as a lot of condensed heat. So the bad thing is it gets really cold during the winter. You might leave soon. Aw. Well, if you have to leave, peace and love. She shrugs. I think I'll have whatever you have. Come on. I'm kinda curious about your tastes. Huh? How come? Whenever you came over to visit, you always ate whatever I wanted. It's the same story whenever I come to visit you. So, I want today to be all about you. That's why I'll order whatever you decide to order. Sari laughs at my remark. I can tell from her expression that she is happy I'm taking interest in her tastes. Are you sure? I nod silently. In that case, before we can stop her, she moves her chair next to me and opens the cafe's menu. Let's order something together and split it. Right. Like, I want more people to mistake us for a couple today. On the other hand, when I look at how happy she seems when she reads aloud every item on the cafe's menu list, I feel like I can't deny her. I cannot read. I'm struggling. It'd be wrong, so I decide to play along with her. Alright, let's do that. Sounds fun. Yay! I was so worried you'd tell me it's a silly idea, but I thought it was kind of cute. Truth be told, I don't mind sharing the meal with her. This isn't like one of those situations you see in an anime where two people actually go on a date without realizing, is it? Of course not. I mean, can you believe how awkward that would be? Besides, I'm not dating material anyway. Hey, don't say that. I noticed how at least a few guys in my class were staring at you when you were reading my poem. You're reading your poem. Yeah, but I don't think I could handle the stress. It's okay, Suguru. I've already come to terms with the fact that I'll likely stay single forever. But if I can't be happy, I at least want to devote my life to making others happy. I think then their happiness would shine on me. Welcome to the stream, guys. I forgot to do that. Sorry. She clasps her hands together and smiles. For some reason, however, her comment made me a little sad. It's not fair. She notices the concern in my eyes and shakes her head. Anyway, that's enough sob stories for one dinner. Let's order up. Alright, what do you want? Ooh, how does pizza sound? Pizza, huh? Isn't that a pretty large dish? We're both pretty hungry and... Excuse me. Also, if we split it in half, then it would be just enough for us to handle without overeating. That's a good idea. Waiter? Sari returns to her seat, and we make casual small talk while waiting for our meal. When we gulp the slices of pizza down like a pair of hungry wolves. Even though I'm clearly hungrier than her, Sari finishes her share so fast that I'm left wondering if she has a black hole in place of a stomach. I have the same problem. Her metabolism is clearly better than mine, since she barely breaks a sweat, while I'm left heaving for breath by the time I'm halfway done with my portion. Oh my god, I can't read. She finds a slight amusement in my struggle and eventually starts giving me a pep talk to motivate me to finish. After an hour, my epic battle with pizza comes to an end. You did it! I'm so proud of you! I'm too exhausted to reply and merely give her a weak, half-hearted thumbs up. I never would have made it without you. Pep talk. You'd make a great coach someday. I wheeze before gulping down a glass of water. Thanks. Her eyes light up, and she claps her hands together. How about we go to the park after school tomorrow? It's beautiful there. We'd be doing an activity together, and we could work on your poor condition. Since, no offense, but I've seen old men with better stamina than you. I laugh at her snarky comment. Sure, that sounds fun. Huh? Really? I was just teasing you. I know you don't want that. Actually, I do. That sounds like a fun activity we could do together. Besides, you're right. I think I could do with some exercise. Without you cheering me on now, just now, I don't think I've found the strength to finish that pizza. Okay, then it's settled. Let's meet up after school tomorrow and go to the park. Seeing that we've both finished our meals, the waiter comes over to us, asks us if we're ready. Yeah, I'm paying. Are you sure? I promised I'd pay for the meal. Don't sweat it. I was joking when I said that I wanted you to pay. I don't know why, but for some reason, I'm a little disappointed. I wanted to pay. I can't always rely on you for everything, after all. Her voice sounds pretty upset. A far cry from her regular self. I really wish you'd stop doing me all these favors without asking me. Doesn't feel right when I can never repay your kindness. Oh my god, I can't read. Am I patronizing her? Nevertheless, I take out my wallet and pay the full price of the meal. We grab our coats off the chairs and bags before we start walking home. It's then we see that we spent so much time chatting away that evening fell over the town, even if we were outside. Oh wow, it's dark. Brr, it's kind of chilly, isn't it? She looks at me with a focused gaze in her eyes. Oh, right. Isn't today the release day of that manga you've been anticipating? You leave me now, and run to the store. You can still buy it before the store closes. Well, the thought is tempting. I can tell Sayori's tired. Besides, I can't leave her now in a good conscience. Obviously can wait until tomorrow. No, it's fine. Let's hurry home before we catch a cold. I'll walk you back. I see Sayori's cheeks red in the bed. Thanks. Truth be told, I'm a little scared of going home alone at night. Same here. Plus, I'm beat. I gotta rest. I'll walk her all the way back to her house. Doorstep. Well, here we are. I had fun with you today, Sayori. It was fun for me as well, Subaru, because you were with me. Before I can reply, she hugs me tightly. Thank you for making this a day I'll never forget. I hug her back, feeling her warmth. I should thank you as well. I look forward to seeing you tomorrow. Sweet dreams. Good night. We break apart, and I feel like I want to say something to her, but I can't quite find the words. Having wished her good night, I leave her and go back home. For some reason, it feels cold. I keep shaking even when I lie down in my bed. I don't have much time to dwell on it, however, because I fall asleep like a light bulb that hasn't been turned off. After a painful night full of nightmares, I wake up in cold sweat. My body feels like it's been battered by pro fighters all night long. Whatever. I try to inhale, but my throat feels like it's been ground with sandpaper. Oh crap. Why now? I cough violently and feel drained of energy. I rest my head against the pillow and I try to open my eyes, but my eyelids feel incredibly heavy. This is bad. I promised Sayori I'd spend the day with her. As it stands, I don't even have the strength to reach out to my phone and call her. Even so, she needs to know, or she'll wait all day for me. I don't need to be a genius to know how badly she will take it if I don't show up without an explanation. I try to force my body to move enough to reach my phone, but it's futile. I feel weak and tired. Even so, I have to force myself and bear the cold pain. Peace. Love. I crawl like an oversized caterpillar to the edge of my bed and slap my phone down onto my bedside, where it lands on my right hand. I quickly select Sayori from my contactless and call her. For long, I hear her cheerful but sleepy voice on the other end. Subaru, are you alright? It's still early in the morning. I'm sorry if I woke you. I cough violently again. Oh dear, that sounded awful. Don't worry about me. I'm sure it's just a cold. Is there anything I can do to help you? I'm just calling to say that my coughing is so bad that I don't even get a chance to finish my sentence before my finger slips and accidentally makes me end the call. Crap. My phone's almost dead as well. At this rate, it'll run out of battery if I try to call her again. I close my eyes. I feel another nightmare enveloping me. In it, I see Sayori. Okay, my god. My god, no way. So the same person that did the backgrounds for Doki Doki Raincloud and Doki Doki, the last mod I did, is the same person that did the backgrounds for this. Okay. In it, I see Sayori standing on the front school rooftop, tears streaming down her face. She takes a step forward and I reach out to her and grab her by the arm before she can jump off. Just as I do, black mist covers everything and the scene distorts. My eyes open and I'm filled with anxiety. My eyes struggle to stay open for much longer. They close again, and I see Sayori sitting on the floor of her room, covering her face with her hands and crying loudly. In the dream, I try to walk up to her, only to find myself unable to move. I try calling out to her, but my voice is gone. Eventually she gets up and shows me her face, to reveal a pair of red eyes that burn with hatred for me failing her all these years. Just as she lunges at me, with screams that she detests me for neglecting her for years, the dream distorts and changes again. I find myself alone in the darkness. All I can hear is my own heartbeat. Then suddenly I see Sayori walking towards me, asking me why I never supported her when she was suffering, and why I only lived for her myself. She then starts repeating the words, "why," over and over again, before the voice magnifies and duplicates, until there's an entire choir asking me why I was such a terrible friend to her. I'm sorry. I hear myself pleading with the voices, but they don't let up. The stream probably will be over by then, but it's okay. Peace and love, Candy. Have a good night. They start accusing me, pointing to events in my mind. In mine and Sayori's past, where I could have helped her if I only knew of her condition at the time. Please forgive me. The voices are unfazed, and I say I don't deserve her kindness. I wake up completely drenched in cold sweat. It seems like the shock of the last dream caused me to finally wake up. I feel tears running down my face, and my entire body keeps switching between burning hot and freezing cold. As I breathe in relief for a moment and think about how horrible my predicament was, I realize that all my dreams were exclusively about me and Sayori. It's then that I hear the sound of footsteps down below. Cold horror grabs me as I realize that I had forgotten to lock the door last night before crashing into bed. The footsteps are coming closer. Whoever my intruder may be, they're clearly coming towards me. I know I'm defenseless in my current condition. There's no hope for me to escape either. I see my toes are not turning. My heart is beating furiously as I try to come up with the means to escape. It's then that I hear a familiar voice come out to me. Subaru? I sigh in relief as I see Sayori enter my room, carrying a tray with some tea. Sayori! I'm sorry. I didn't mean to enter your house without asking you, but luckily you forgot to lock your door last night. I only blink at her in confusion. Did I startle you? I'm sorry if I did. I shake my head. She sighs in relief. Just, what are you doing here? How? Why? I was worried about you. You sounded quite sick. Sayori! I look at her. My head is overwhelmed with all kinds of thoughts and feelings. Please don't tell me to leave. I won't. I clench my fist. I know that she speaks the truth, even if I had the strength to force her away. I know Sayori can be stubborn as a mule when she wants to. Oh! I've already called Monica and your homeroom teacher telling them both you're sick. Come to think of it, I know she's not in her school uniform. She seems to have made the decision to skip school today to take care of me. And what about you? Won't you go get an absence? Don't worry about me. I lied and told them I was feeling sick as well. Why? I want to be with you. You have nobody to take care of you, right? Yeah? Then it's settled. Just like you won't abandon me because of my condition, I won't leave you until you're recovered. Please go home. I don't want you to get as sick as well. No, can do. Besides, I won't get sick. I just believe that really hard, and I'll be okay. And, well, taking care of you makes me happy. I don't know whether it's from my temperature or my awkwardness at the situation, but I feel my cheeks turning red hot. I appreciate it, Sayori, but I'm a lucky guy to have a great friend like you. Sayori says nothing, but she seems to appreciate the compliment. Let's not joke around now. Just trust me. I'll make you feel better. She walks over to me, sits down on a chair near my bed, and puts a hand on my forehead. Okay. She gently begins running her fingers down my left neck. I see. Sayori? She sighs. Thank goodness. Hello, urges to Sayori. She snaps out of her trance and sighs. You have a fever, but it doesn't seem like it all too serious. Give it a few days and you'll be back to normal. I throw her a heavily confused look and keep opening and closing my mouth like a desk carp. I just read a lot of books about medicine when I'm alone. Because of, you know. I nod without saying anything. Anyway, just drink for this now. Drink this for now. Oh my god. She pours some tea into a cup and hands it to me. It's hot to the touch. I nearly drop it as soon as I take a hold of it. Eventually, I manage to put the liquid to my lips and gulp down a few sips. This is really tastes. No sooner do I speak, then a terrible burning notion fills my throat. I cough violently and I spill the tea over my bed sheets. Fire! There's a fire in my throat. I'm sorry, did I make it too strong? I merely nod. What the heck did you put in it? Well, the book I read said that ginger tea works when you have a sore throat, so I thought through the fridge and found a bunch of ginger. I feel nervous. A nervous sweat rolled down my back. Fear grips me as I realize what she did. How much of that did you put in the tea? An entire root? Even though I'm in clear pain, I know that Sayori only wanted to help. The problem is that I was planning to throw the ginger away since it was past its expiration date. Sayori realizes that she made a mistake, and I can see her smile slowly fading, and her eyes are starting to darken. I'm sorry, I tried to help, but of course I messed up. She speaks in a much lower, harsher tone than I've ever heard before. Well, I appreciate it nonetheless. Subaru, I'm sorry. Maybe I should leave. I only made things worse. As she is about to get up, I grab her hand. This gesture surprises her, enough to make her hesitate, and see her look down on me with an indescribable look in her eyes. Please don't leave. My voice is barely stronger than a whisper at this point. Why? I'm just a nuisance. She also lowers her voice and bites her lip to prevent herself from crying again. I tried to help you, but I only made you feel worse, like always. I shake my head. Subaru, I want you to stay. Even if I'm useless, even if I can't help you since I know almost nothing about how to treat illnesses, and I'm so clumsy that I somehow end up making things worse, I try to nod. Yes. The day has only just begun. We can still make it great. So you guys gaps and sits down. I look up, and judging from her expression, my words seem to have struck a chord in her heart. You can help me, just like I can help you. She says nothing. She clearly is in deep thought. Sayori? How can I help you, Subaru? Well, for starters, I need some painkillers, but I can't get up. More than that, I hear that people recover faster when they're happy. Oh, right, sorry. That was fast. She dusts off after I describe to her where to find the painkillers and returns in less than a minute later with a glass of water and the medicine. Oh my god. After I gulp it down to douse the fire in my chest, I ease my overall pain. I lie down. Neither of us speaks, but even with my eyes closed, I can feel Sayori, but Sayori keeps her gaze locked on me. All of a sudden, she breaks the silence. I'm sorry if I get all negative there. I really don't know what came over me. It's just like this voice in my head keeps telling me I'm useless and worthless whenever I mess up. I turn to face her, smile weakly, and stroke her hand with my fingers. Then we've just got to make it shut up. If you can't do anything against it, I'll give it a go when I get better. Why? Why are you doing this? Why not? I could ask you the same thing right now. Why didn't you head to school when you heard I was sick? You're my best friend. How could I let you suffer alone? I know that you have nobody else to take care of you right now. I nod. Wouldn't you say that you deserve the same kind of treatment? Sayori falls silent. Sayori? I don't know. I really don't know. Do I really deserve that? What do you mean? She seems to have a hard time finding the courage to put her feelings into words. You know, you can tell me anything. I don't know if I'm ready to tell you yet. I gotta do the voice. I don't know if I'm ready to tell you yet. Sounds like she's in pain. Whatever is the reason for her mindset, it seems to be really personal to her. But on the other hand, this might be my only chance to find out the root of the problem. If I can learn what made her think this way, I could do something to help her. However, Sayori might break under pressure. I can see she wants to tell me, but... please, I'm sorry. It's not that I don't trust you and all, and I know you, of all people, deserve to know, but I silently nod. I won't deny that I want to know, but you look really uncomfortable. This is clearly important to you, and I don't want you to force yourself to confess it if you feel you're not ready. I can and will wait, because I'm serious about wanting to help you. But for that to happen, I need to know why you think you have to know worth. Thanks. I really appreciate it. She sighs and shakes her head. I wish this wasn't unfair. I'm not going anywhere, Sayori. I know. I promise I'll tell you when I'm ready. I feel my painkillers taking effect, my vision is getting blurry. So the medicine's starting to take effect. Yeah. Good. Take a nap. I'll wait for you to wake up. Maybe then I'll have the courage to tell you. Her voice grows more and more distant as my fatigue catches up to me and drags me into dreamless sleep. Before long, I start to hear two voices. A boy and girls. However, I see nothing. The voices sound like they're old recordings that are played from a broken tape. Hey, what's wrong? Oh, it's nothing. Huh? What happened to your knee? I fell. I bruised myself in my stuffed toy. Wow, its neck is broken. Hey, please don't cry. He was my only friend. Your only friend? Uh-huh. Now what am I going to do? Let's go. I think we can fix him. Really? No sooner do I become aware of the meanings of the voices than they fade away, leaving only static noise in their place. Okay. So, we have done a lot today. I feel like this is a good place to stop it. So, if you guys did enjoy, I've streamed for about 2.5 hours now. Probably longer than that, to be honest. Yeah, about 2 hours. 2.5 hours almost. But if you guys did enjoy, be sure to leave a like, subscribe, all of that. And let me get some music on real quick in the background, so it's not just silence. So I feel like this is a good spot to pause it. I'll watch the video, don't worry. But I hope you guys did enjoy. Be sure to leave a thumbs up, and then yeah, be sure to leave a thumbs up, subscribe, all of that, and go check out Twitch, YouTube, all of that, if you're, depending on what service you're on. And I do have Instagram. Be sure to join the Discord server, because I do have notifications going out every day when I stream. So yeah, peace and love.